Hello, this is TT,
And this is Qwim.
and we are back with some more cooking companions. So there was a pervert, now we're reined in, everyone's hungry, they blame us, cannibalism ensues. Something like
Pervert?
that. Yeah, remember that one creepy little guy, and then he's gone?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't say
that
that was
guy.
a pervert.
He's a pervert. He's looking
killer.
in through the window.
Yeah. I thought it had long hair. I think it's a woman.
Fine, she's a pervert. That makes it so much better.
It does.
So let's continue. Everyone scuffles off to their sleeping areas. 6 minutes later. Oh, hi, it's our friend.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you called out Anatoly's bluff. You continue to impress.
That's because we want to get in with you, yes.
It's a shame Anatoly is sleeping in the same bedroom.
Oh, snap, she wants us.
I should have never let him be the one to share with me.
He's gonna kill you in your sleep.
But what if it was just me and you?
Done. Done deal.
I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in before bed.
Yep, study and squeeze, study and squeeze. You nod.
Well, we'll have to see if we can kick him out at some point, right?
Right.
Oh, you'll have to tell me about that anatomization book on the bookshelf. Really cool pictures in there.
Uh-huh. Karin looks like she has a crush on you. Score!
Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson.
On anatomization.
Okay?
Okay. Karin walks away looking very happy. You are definitely sure Karin will remember that. I will definitely remember that. Yes, a second heart. Our relationship is stronger than ever. We're gonna make beautiful babies.
Oh,
You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to sleep, very hungry. Day. Floor. Yep, there it is. Okay, I was like, wait, is it really day 3? I thought we did day 3. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up.
and that's how fast a deer could run if startled.
Whoa. Incredible.
Impressive.
I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No. It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history.
That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly.
What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. We could eat you. Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. Yep, he's gonna be tasty. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karin in the bedroom. Ha-ha! Gregor in the living room. Oh. Maria in the kitchen. Aha! And Anatoly in the bathroom. Drown him.
You're terrible.
Who do you want to speak to? Karin it is.
Oh, jeez.
You okay with Karin?
I guess.
Okay, we're going to Karin. Hi, Karin. Cut away from yourself. Looks like she's just slicing away at a block of wood.
Hey, can I let you on a secret? I've actually enjoyed your cooking so far.
Yes!
The others expect me to be rude and mean.
You are.
So I have to keep that reputation up, right?
Right.
Can't have anyone thinking I'm soft.
Right. You're not sure where this is coming from.
Promise me you'll give me some cooking lessons soon?
Done.
Okay.
Okay. She's not ready yet, but you nod politely.
Thank you.
You're definitely sure Karin will remember that. Yes! We're gonna cook Anatoly together. 3 hearts! 3 hearts! Yes, this is going so well. You leave Karin by herself. Everyone looks pretty down this evening.
Wish the rain would just stop.
You're all doing great. You must be almost at the end of this nightmare. You're all doing great. We must be almost at the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry.
Me too.
You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. Someone just used the bathroom. You go to bed with a growling stomach.
That's a
Sounds
stomach.
like a bathroom. Dot 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 dot. You have a strange dream. Is it about eating something? A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. Feed me, Seymour. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray. It's Anatoly. He keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. Why am I on the tray now? You show him how it's done. Good plan. Good plan. His anger turns to courage. Fool. And he pushes you into the oven. Not as foolish as I thought. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Anatoly. Okay. That was quick. Decisive. We must eat Anatoly first.
Oh my gosh.
It's still raining. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal.
'Cause we're hungry.
Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. Maybe we can find some ice. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. Aha! You hear a stirring of blankets, arms, and legs. Maria looks petrified.
She always looked petrified. I couldn't sleep.
Anatoly has bags under his eyes. This storm is too loud. Karin looks out of it.
The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive.
Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window.
And?
Couldn't see anything due to the rain.
Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed.
Karin turns to you.
When is it going to end?
I checked outside the door again. Flood waters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're gonna need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies.
How close is the nearest town?
I don't know.
Didn't you have a map on you?
I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Ha 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 ha. Maria and Anatoly go white as a sheet.
How are you going to find our way back? Nah.
Well, have to ride out the storm? Maria looks at you.
We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating.
About a week, actually, as long as you have water. The group stares at you. It'll clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You can tell Gregor's putting on fake optimism, and Maria is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? I'll let you pick. I don't really like either of them.
Well, Well, we've already started with Maria.
Shall we go to Maria?
Sure. Brr. It's cold as heck over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it?
You explain to Maria how the size of a person and fat content determine how warm they are naturally.
Yeah? Wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world.
Keep telling yourself that, sweet cheeks.
Do you know what you wanted to do for a career?
Goliath? Maria does her best Gregor impression. Go ahead, drop your voice.
No. You can.
Split forward, gaze at the stars.
You're a dork.
That's my Maria doing an impression of Gregor impression.
How boring is that?
Depends on the person, but pretty boring.
You're so funny.
Oh
Thanks for coming and chatting with me.
yeah. Maria blushes a little.
You make it easier to pass the time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're pretty sure Maria will remember that. Yeah, good enough. You thank her and leave the bedroom. Shame.
We're in the bedroom?
I guess so. You call everyone together. They all look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you, hungry. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch, and slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karin is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few 100 times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Maria nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed, starving. Days 5. 6. I meant 6. Civics. The Civics cat. It's still raining. Good morning.
Morning.
Let me check if the rain has stopped.
We can hear it.
It's still flooding.
What are we going to do?
Humans can live 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right?
Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here.
But do you really think it will rain that long?
Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon?
Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed, it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared, but you need to survive. Karin and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Maria in the kitchen, or Anatoly in the living room? Screw Anatoly! Think instead about everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. Yeah, right, Maria it is.
Hey.
Maria looks relieved to see you. Oh, good. Well, that was easy. Our babies won't be as pretty, but that's okay. If we have to eat Karin, we'll survive.
How you holding up?
Better question,
Yeah.
because we're a gentleman.
Not very good.
I thought it would actually let us read that. Sorry for not reading all of it.
That's very sweet of you to ask.
Maria's looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you. Yes!
I noticed you didn't see any meat when
Really?
cooking.
See any?
I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually I have to pick it out of the foods others make. But you respected that. Thank you.
Maria is looking at you with admiration.
I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again.
You're definitely sure Maria will remember that. Holy cow, she's easy. Okay. You decide to check out the drawer again.
Oh,
I'm a potato.
You ask Potato where the others are.
They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them. Or something worse. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out.
well, you first.
You have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth.
Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You just get deathly sick if you try. And from the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. 'Cause I'm a potato. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With floodwaters rising, no food. I think it's a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR equals 655 plus 4.35 times the weight in pounds plus 4.7 times weight in inches minus 4.7 times age in years. Got it?
For fun, let's try it out on someone here. Maria. Using Harris-Benedict. She looks like she's 120 pounds. About 5 feet 5 inches tall. About 20 years old. Crunching the numbers. I think she'd need about 1,388 calories daily. But that's been abnormally stationary. She'd have to lie in bed all day and night, just eating, breathing, using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters, we need to multiply that 1,388 calories by 1.9. So now she needs 2,638 calories per day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly, which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again. Okay. You shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. That's comforting. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent.
I'll go.
Maria!
I used to swim all the time near my house, so I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters.
No! Let me go instead! You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly.
You're blind as a mole rat, remember?
That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregor,
Sounds good to me. Karin. His arms are definitely the longest. He'll probably be the best at climbing trees out of all this. No, that wouldn't be right, Gregor. Let me go instead.
I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand, and the shortest will go outside to search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you can tell which is the biggest one of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor, Anatoly, Karin? Will it be Maria?
Looks like I've got the shortest.
Maria. Maria.
It's okay. I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look for.
Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area.
Maybe I'll find a fish out there.
Everyone looks heartbroken.
Karin, Anatoly, Gregor. I'll keep us alive. I promise.
She promised. Everyone watches as Maria leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening.
Goodbye.
The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. Maria has left the cabin. Sad day.
I'm sure we'll see her again.
The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream.
Another one.
The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize. The other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven.
What?
Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her, and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun. Golden, As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Jeez. Well, of all the ways to end recording. Day 7. Creepy. So much for making babies with Mariah. We're going to stop right here. So make sure you come back and join us next time when hopefully we eat Anatoly. This here is TT.
This is Qwim.
And we will catch you later. Goodbye.